How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday night. It's approximately 7:45 here where I'm at. I'm at Barton. I'm at the mall here in Austin, and I am doing a little bit of work. As you can see, I got my MacBook, I got my laptop, and um, today is Tuesday, like I was saying. And on Tuesdays I wear red. So how do we say Tuesday in Spanish? We say martes. Martes. That's Martes. That is how we say Tuesday in Spanish. But Tuesday, or according to ancient times, Mars is the planet that's recognized on Tuesday. So, hey, Miss Paula, look at you. Thanks for coming on. I was thinking about, I'm having like some dilemmas. I was here trying to work on, like I said, I'm here trying to do some work at the mall while I'm waiting on my son, who is the youngest. And I just I haven't been able to get into the flow of things as far as my next video. I started working on that video last night. It took me forever to get that video created. I was hoping to go live Friday night, and I was all excited because I got my makeup on. I got myself together Friday, and it didn't happen because I was so just entrenched with, okay, if I'm going to go live, I want to share my screen. So how do you share your screen when you go live? Other than manually holding things up like this. And hey, Noel, good to see you. So glad you hopped on here too. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I've just been hemming and hawing here, like, okay, what is going to be the next video? I don't know. So I was just like, okay, am I not going to go here? Here we go, another day where I don't go live. And listen, you guys, the reason why I want to do these lives is because you can get some automatic watch hours with the lives, even if you only have a couple of people, or not really, if people just jump on. Happens. And so I was kind of just kicking myself because I haven't been able to. Um, okay, Pink Panther. I don't know what, there was a little blackout there. So anyhow, I wanted to get on here and do a live. Look, I'm at the mall. So this is the mall here in Austin, and I am just here. I got to start heading out. I'm going to go ahead and pack things up because my son should be getting out of class soon. And so we just commute into town for his class Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And wow. So yeah, I came to work. I try to work on some content creation, try to do some brainstorming for the next video. And I wasn't going to do this live. Hey, Val. Hi, Valerie. Sure, not a problem. Thanks for hopping on this call with me, or this live. And I hope you take some time to come and check out my channel. I just launched my video. I had been working on a 90-day challenge. I challenged myself to start doing this, and really just, being brave, having some courage to come on in front of the camera, which is not something I normally I do. You would think that I would do, but I don't. I am not really, I don't feel comfortable coming out in front of the camera because, okay, thanks, Val. I appreciate that. I really do. Anything helps. I mean, even just watching this video, just give me your time. If you want to watch this video, that's great. But if you like what you see, please do subscribe. I appreciate that. Yeah. So like I said, I wanted to do live Friday night. I didn't get to go live. And then this weekend, it was just too complicated this weekend. So Monday, I finally got, on top of things, and I cranked out my video. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that video that I put out, but I finally did. I stayed up really late, and I had intended for it to premiere at 5 a.m. And I don't know what I clicked on, but it didn't launch at 5. So I had to manually release it this morning at 8 o'clock to give you guys the update. Matthew Scott, I'm not sure what you're saying there. But anyhow, welcome to this live. So I'm hopping on and doing these lives, like I said, because these lives are really getting me to come on here and have some courage to, you know, just talk, what do you call this? Like, just come on and have the practice of talking randomly. And this is good practice for me because I am developing my communication skills, which is needed for becoming a content creator. And so coming on and not knowing who's going to be on my live, um, it takes a lot of courage because, like I said, I've come a long way. I normally do not come in front of the camera. And I am finally, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, after 90 days of doing this, I haven't been consistent daily, but I have been consistent weekly. Thank you, Noelle. I appreciate you. You're rocking it too, Jen. I mean, Miss Noelle. So, like I said, I wanted to come on here, like I said, just so that I can get my uh, talk time or watch time in hours, do the live, because, like I said, when I do these lives, I see these spikes happen. And like I said, I sat here. I'm sitting here at the food court at the mall, waiting for my son. He's about to text me. I've got to probably just start packing things up and start heading in his direction. But it's my intention to try to do lives daily, because if I can do my lives daily, I'm learning, like I said, how to talk in impromptu. This is giving me that opportunity to talk impromptu, giving me that practice that I need. Because if otherwise, if I sit here and just, like, you know, if you look at my notebook, and I just start talking about, you know, the notes that I have here, and try to just brainstorm and say, okay, well, what am I gonna, what's my next video gonna be about? And I just sit here and just start planning and strategizing. Then I just don't get the video out. I don't crank it out. And I mean, you have to find what works for you, right? And so everybody works differently. And for me, I find that if I just push myself and just throw myself, you know, out there, I'm forced. It's kind of like, you know, when somebody throws you into the middle of the pool of water, you don't have any choice but to learn to swim, right? You got to start treading water. And so for me, doing this, uh, I'm having to force myself. Let's see, who is this? Honest Nord Bellowin died. Yes, I am 55. Thank you. No, I'm not giving up, because this is where you know, if you don't like what you see, you can go. You can jump off and move on to the next person. But like I said, I am doing this for me. I'm doing this. I'm 55, and I am working on becoming stronger in my communication skills. And it's pushing me to do my research. It's pushing me to look up strategies on YouTube. It's pushing me to brainstorm and figure out how other content creators are creating videos um, in the way that they create them. So, I mean, everybody creates their content differently. So I see a lot of content creators using different apps for editing for editing their videos, right? So a lot of a lot of the content creators are using software or apps called, like, um, for example, I use Canva. I started using Canva. I started learning how to use Canva a couple of years ago. I wasn't really good at it. I just learned like a couple of basic things. And then I just heard from another YouTuber that I just found today, and I think she's not using CapCut. Yeah, thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. So hashtags, I'm learning how to use the hashtags. And Blendetto, thank you. Hi, I don't know if I said that right. Mark, David, thanks for coming on. I appreciate that. Yeah, in Bladero, I don't know, bro, who they're talking about, what they're talking about. But yeah, I appreciate you hopping on and commenting. Thank you so much. If any, like I said, if any of this resonates for you, or you have experience with content creation, or, you know, coming on streaming on YouTube, let me know how that's going for you. I am trying to get, um, I'm trying to figure out how to do this, where you stream live, like I am live right now, but I know how to flip my camera so I can show you, you know, I can show you around. Like, for example, if I do this, I'm holding the camera up, but if I flip it, you can see this, you know, what's going on here at the mall. But back to what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about is the thing that I got tripped up about on Friday night, which is why it took me a while to get my video out, and I didn't get my videos done Friday, or, you know, between Thursday and Friday, I didn't get any videos done. But what was tripping me up and what held me back a little bit, um, thanks, Embadero. I don't know if I'm saying that. I'm a Blendero. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Um, what was tripping me up was, like, I wanted to share like a screenshot or share my phone, like step out of my, share, come in here and show something that I had on my phone. And so what I figured out is the software, it's called OBS. So apparently gamers and news broadcasters who are on YouTube, they use this software called OBS. And I'm a blender. Oh, okay, cool. What does that mean, blender? You're a blender? You blend in? Or are you like a physical machine where you blend in drinks? Um, anyway, so I'm wearing red because today is Mars Day. And oh, okay, you blend in. Cool. Thanks for sharing that. And so I wear red on Tuesdays. And like I said, the way you say Tuesday in Spanish is martes. And the days of the week, because I do astrology and numerology, so every day of the week, back in the day in ancient times, each day represented a different planet. So Sunday, what is Sunday? Oh, quiz night. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. That's a great idea. I'll have to write that down. So on Sunday represents the sun. It's an illuminary. Monday is the moon. And how do we say Monday? How do we say Monday in Spanish? Yep, Sunday is Domingo. From what I understand, as far as, lunes is the way we say Monday. So Moon's Day is what represents Monday. So on Monday, I typically wear like silver or gray that represents the moon colors. Tuesday is Mars Day, so I wear red for Mars. And then Wednesday, tomorrow, is going to be Mercury Day, miércoles. So the planet Mercury is all about communication. It's how we process our information. It's how we think. It's how we communicate. It also represents cars or transportation, bikes, anything with. Oh, cool. You're an Aquarius. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for sharing. Aquarius is all about like high level, like it's out of this world. Sometimes Aquarius are known to be very, very friendly, all about humanitarian. Oh, thanks for sharing that. You're a Gemini. Cool. Thanks, I'm Blender. Well, I'm a sun in Taurus, and I'm a rising Gemini. So Geminis is all about we're very fast paced, but Taurus, because Pisces, awesome. Thanks, Noel, for sharing that. So Pisces is all about it's all about the subliminal. It's like the ocean. It's cameras. Geminis is also cameras as well, so it's radio and text, more about getting the message out. Aquarius are very, very high thinking, like genius. I mean, sometimes Aquarius have these ideas in their mind. I don't know if, Mark, you have experienced that, but Aquarius are very you are friendly. So for Aquarius people are very friendly, they're humanitarians, but not necessarily into emotions. So Aquarius people can be accused of kind of being aloof or not very intimate as far as like emotion. It just depends. You have to see, there's other layers on the chart. You have to see where all the planets were on your star chart. So it's very good if you have your birth time. So I like to stress, if you have your birth time, we can see where the moon was. We can see what your rising sign is, because the rising sign is what your mask is, what you show the world, right? So even though I'm a sun in Taurus, I was born in May. You don't see that I'm a Taurus. You probably see that I'm a Gemini because I can talk. I'm a communicator. I love to talk, and Geminis are all about communication. So I don't know if you get that. I'm Blender. If that happens to you. And Mark, you said you're friendly sometimes. Okay. Okay, you're born at. That's great. You know your time, Mark. So if you there's these birth calculators I do them through my software. Back in the day, people used to do them longhand by doing the actual math, but now with technology, you can do these on your apps, or you can go to the websites off the internet, and you can get and see where the planets were, and all of the planets in the up in the sky in the constellation. They all give us, even though we have our sun, our astrological sun sign affect us. That's really who we are to our soul. We have the other planets like Venus. Venus is what brings you pleasure. So even though you might have your sun in Aquarius, you might have your Venus in Capricorn, or the planet Venus where it was at when you were born, at the minute you were born, that's going to tell you if you're a loner, or you might want to have a relationship with someone. But if you have that planet Venus touching the planet Aquarius, for example, or it's touching the planet, not planet Aquarius, but the planet Uranus, because the planet Uranus rules Aquarius. So if the planet Venus on your chart is touching Aquarius, is touching Uranus, then you might be kind of quirky. You might like have these kind of odd type relationships. And so anyway, there's a lot of things you can see. Hey, Alex, thanks for sharing that. You're a Taurus. Cool. Yeah, so I'm
watching you too.
So you're a Taurus, cool. And are you from Kentucky? Because what does KY stand for? Oh, you're Pink Panther. Thanks for sharing that. Your Venus is next to Uranus. So if the planet Venus is right next to Uranus or Uranus, that means that you might need to have freedom in your relationships. You might like to have like these eccentric type relationships. So remember, Venus is what brings us pleasure. That's what I was saying. So free astrology reading in a shopping mall? Yeah, exactly. Alex is from Denmark. Thanks for sharing that. Pink Panther, yeah, I don't know if you're being facetious with me. Oh, I'm a blender. You're from Switzerland. Cool. How cool is that? I'm talking to somebody in Switzerland and Denmark. Wow, that's way up there. That's so cool. Yeah, so I'm in Texas, the USA. So I don't know if you've ever been to the States, but this is where I'm at. Yeah, so I started my channel years ago, and for a long time, my channel was going a certain direction, which, like I said, it wasn't the direction I wanted for it. And for a long time, probably about since probably 2016 or 17, that's when I really wanted to come on my channel and take it in a new way, but I just didn't know how. I didn't have the time. And so what I'm forced to do now, what I'm being forced to do in the past 90 days since I took this challenge on to come out and put my face on the camera, this was really, took a lot of courage. And so, yeah, I do want to take my channel in the direction of talking more about astrology and numerology. So it's just taking a while to get to that, but that is what I want to do. And so you can kind of see I'm kind of, having a hard time here. But I appreciate everybody coming on. Do you know how to make people MOD? What does MOD mean? Free curly fries and orange Julius with every 10th reading. Oh, okay. You're into strategy and marketing strategies, Pink Panther. Thanks for sharing that. Hey, Mark. Thanks for New Zealand. You're subscribed to my channel. I appreciate that. Now, are you also making some videos, Mark? If you are, I'll go subscribe. I'm a blender. You're trying to be my moderator? That's cool. Oh, do you know how to make people moderator? Yeah, so that would be another way to that would be something that I'd have to I don't know how to do that yet, but I do know that there are moderators, especially when so on the OBS, that's what I was trying to learn with if you're into gaming or if you know gamers that were streaming through their I think gamers stream through YouTube and an app called Twitch. You would like to DoorDash? I would like to DoorDash you a free holiday edition from the Valentine's Day diarrhea milkshake from Dairy Queen. Okay, Pink Panther, you must be from the States because Dairy Queen, I don't think there's any Dairy Queens outside of the States. I found this by random, but you seem nice. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate that, Alex. Thanks a bunch. And now, Alex, you said you were in Switzerland? No, I'm a blender. Okay. Oh, Denmark. Way cool. That is so cool. So yeah, I appreciate everybody coming on and taking the time to listen to me. Like I said, I am trying to practice how to communicate and do lives so that I can do this impromptu type conversations, speaking, and public. So I'm in a public environment. I would have never been able to do this before. I used to be really, nerve-wracked. Just to be in public and, talk to even FaceTiming anyone, I would never do this. So I am really coming out of my shell. And this 90-day challenge that I put myself through ended Monday last night. And I'm really excited because it's really pushed me to, thank you, Mark, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's really pushed me to challenge myself to, that was that person right there. So, like I said, I came on to do this live because I am challenging myself to do a live. I want to do this week, every night, every day. But sometimes I'm just like, well, what am I supposed to talk about, right? So that's kind of where I've been at. Sorry, some of the messages are being held for review, and just so y'all know, you guys, these messages.
You got a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
Yes, I do. I have a husband.
Okay, well, hey, let's go eat crawfish. That's where I'm gonna go.
Awesome. So you would sue being a news reporter. Yes, hey Gretchen. Oh my God. Okay, what does that mean? Mark, I appreciate that compliment. I was on the video that I just released this morning. I launched a video yesterday. I worked on a video and I talked about that in my video, and I posted it this morning. What does that GST chick mean? Okay, so I don't know what that means. Somebody said press play. Cool. Uh, I know, right? That definitely looked like a gold miner. um, and he also smelled like alcohol, so that was funny. So anyhow, what I'm trying to say is that so I'm challenging myself to come on here. My goal is to come on here daily, but sometimes I just get into this, like, okay, are you ready to do this? Can you do this? So either I come on here, I get ready to make a video, or it's just so much easier just to do a live so that I can, I like interacting with you guys because you kind of push me, you kind of motivate me to talk. And so I want to thank everybody who took the time to come on and do this video with me. And I'm glad I came up on your feed. So if any of this resonates and you think you like, you might want to follow me. I appreciate that. If you want to come on and, I'm a blender. I'm hoping to do a live tomorrow. I just haven't, like I said, I haven't been consistent with the times. Hey Sherry, thanks for subscribing. I got a new subscriber. So I don't know if Sherry is watching the live right now, but I appreciate you. So a huge shout out to you. I don't know, you might have been watching another video. So I have several videos where like I said, I just finally came out and before sabotaging and killing my channel, I decided to take the challenge on and step up my game, learn how to speak, learn how to communicate. Because at the very beginning, if you go watch my first video, November 11th, this past 3 months ago, I was not wearing makeup. I was sitting on my back porch and I was saying a lot of ands, and a lot of filler words. So in the last 90 days, I've really improved my communication style. I've gotten a lot of practice. I've been researching a lot of just how to do YouTube, how to use software, how to edit videos, how to organize myself as far as, wow, you're a traveler, Mark. And Mark, you said you're an Aquarius? You've been to 20 countries. That's amazing. So basically I have really stepped up my own personal development by learning how to communicate, learning to come onto YouTube instead of just falling into my regular pattern of watching my regular YouTubers that I'm subscribed to, like my astrologers or just the news, watching the politics here in my country. I really stepped up my game and just stopped plugging into my channels, and I stopped consuming all of those videos and I started content creation. So instead of consuming, I started creating. And it took me a while to get to this. And like I said, I pushed myself. It wasn't easy, but I am really pleased and proud of how far I've come because, like I said, it hasn't been easy. It has not been easy. I've really had to step my game up, force myself to get into presentable mode. Hey, Susan. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you coming on, Susan. So I have really forced myself to come out of a shell. I've been in the shell for a while, being a sun in Taurus, because like I said, I'm a Taurus. It's just so much easier just to go to my little comfort zone and be at home. No, I'm not a counselor, but thank you. thanks for, I hope that's a compliment. Now, I think, where was I going with that? So what I was trying to say was that you kind of distracted me. I'm sorry. You got me there for a tangent there. So yes, I, I just want to say that I'm proud of the work that I've done because, like I said, being a sun in Taurus, it's just easier to stay Trump Bay why in a truck stop. No, I'm not in a truck stop. I'm at the mall. That's the food court, and they're closing, and I gotta close and wrap up. So yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping up. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate everybody coming on. I came out here to work because my son is at school. My youngest, he's turning 19 this year. And my oldest, by the way, so you guys, I'm 55 years old. I had my first child when I was 18. Zed, sorry, laughing my ass off. I don't know what you're laughing about, but okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pack up and we're gonna start heading out. So I don't know. Right now I'm at 26 minutes. My goal is to try to do 30-minute lives every day. And like I said, my son should be coming out of school soon. Yeah, if you guys like what you're seeing, please give me a like. That would be awesome. Thanks, Susan, for the reminder. I appreciate you, Susan. And yeah, follow and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate that. Right now, I'm trying to hit my goal of 1,000. I'm not too far. I know I'll hit my sub count of 1,000. I forgot what my number was. It was 921, I think, right before I jumped on this live. But your grandmother was a Taurus. Oh, Mark, cool. Were you close to your grandmother? Did you have a good relationship with her? So Taurus people, by the way, we are stubborn. We like our little indulgences, or the contrary, we might like to control, not allowing ourselves indulgences. Yes, Susan, I know that. And I was going to tell you, Susan, we have I think we're 2 days apart. My birthday's the 20th. And so we have some things in common. And Marisol, her moon is in Taurus. So she's got her moon on our suns. It's kind of how the constellation works. But so Tauruses, we're stubborn, but we're all about finances, money, and just depending on Saturn, the planet Saturn is what rules Saturdays. As you can see, Saturday, Saturday we say Sabbath or Sábado in Spanish on Saturdays, and that's kind of when you start. Saturn is the planet of restriction. So if you have a good Saturn on your chart, where you were, depending on the time that you were born. Saturn is all about discipline, structure. Noel, so your brother's a Taurus, and he's an accountant. Okay. So yeah, Taurus is all about, you think of Wall Street. What is the emblem or the logo that rules Wall Street? It's the bull. So the bull represents money and the color green. So green, that's why the birthstone for May is green, because it represents money. It's an earth sign. So we're very stubborn. We're very earthy. And we don't like change. We're like the bull that likes to be in our little pasture, eating our curds. Debt is a motivator for sure, yeah. So and then a lot of us who are Tauruses that are on YouTube, we do want, we would like to work to get that little, get monetized, so we can get that little paycheck, right? So that's the goal that I'm working on, and that's why I decided to take my YouTube to the next level. And I'm excited because I've been blowing myself away. Like this morning I was talking to my daughter, and she was saying, Mom, I'm so inspired by you. My daughter's 32. She's turning 32 this year. And she was like, Mom, I'm so proud of you. You really are taking you're really taking the YouTube serious. And I said, yes, I am. I'm actually blown away because I had a hard time coming out of my comfort zone. Like I said, Tauruses, we just want to be in our little comfort zone with our little creature comforts. And if you have some of that, you say, well, I'm not a Taurus, but I do like my creature comforts. I bet you have something in Taurus. Either Venus was in Taurus when you were born, or your rising sign might be Taurus, or you have moon in Taurus, right? But anyway, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to pretty good. I had her when I was 24, I think I was 24. So she was born in 92, and I'm 55. You got a daughter that's 31? Awesome. Oh, Scorpio. So let me tell you about Scorpios. You can't argue with the Scorpios. Scorpios are leaders. And they are like, they don't forget. They go down deep, and they can really like go all the way down deep, and they just, they don't have you can't argue with the Scorpio. And Scorpio, by the way, is the opposite of Taurus. So let's see. Taint butter. I'm currently stuck in a Walmart. Okay. And you made a mess. All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. I think that's a little bit TMI, but I know your intentions here. Anyhow, I'm going to move on. So Lil X is saying you're a Scorpio. Okay. So Scorpios, like I said, they're leaders. You cannot argue with a Scorpio. A Scorpio will always win. And okay, I'm a blender. That's great. Now, I'm a blender. Did you say you had some videos going already? We'll go subscribe. We'll have to go subscribe to your channel. But anyway, so I am packing up. Like I said, I gotta probably get to my son. He's gonna be calling me and saying he's ready to be picked up. But I wanted to do this live, and like I said, the direction that I'm gonna go with my YouTube channel, that is my goal. Is to I don't know if I'm gonna just keep this YouTube about content creation, or I'm going to go ahead and launch my other Gmail, which is my Astrology Gmail, and launch my astrology in that off of that channel. But anyhow, my daughter brought these earrings back, and I thought, how perfect, because today is Tuesday. Wear red, right? So I am wearing these earrings that my daughter brought back from Brazil. My oldest son, he is in Brazil with my first grandson. All right, guys. Well, I think, let's see if I can, I think some of you guys wanted to walk out with me. So hang on just a second, and let me see if we can get packed up. I'm packing up, and I don't have there we go. Sorry, I flipped the camera. I don't know how I flipped the camera. But, yeah, so let's walk out. So y'all want to see the mall? Packing up my backpack. And like I was saying earlier, I came to work here because I didn't want to go work at a restaurant. I just That is funny. That is funny. Hang on. So yeah, I'm trying to pack up, and I know my son's going to be calling, but I want y'all to see the mall as I head out. They're packing up. They're closing up too here. So I'm going down. There's a cheesecake factory downstairs, and I was contemplating going to the cheesecake factory because, you know, I'm a Taurus, and I like cheesecake. Who likes cheesecake? Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. Thanks for sharing that. Let me flip the camera. That's Cheesecake Factory. And there's JCPenney's. Do y'all have a JCPenney's in your area? Everything is closing up. There's a Starbucks right there. I didn't go to Starbucks. We got a movie theater. But here's Cheesecake Factory. Like I said, I was contemplating going in there and getting some cheesecake, but I decided not to. Oh, I think they just opened the doors, Mark. They got the car in here. Yeah, what is this, a Subaru? It's a Subaru. And there's the AMC Theater, but there's my favorite restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory. It's really nice outside too. But anyhow, thanks for coming on with me here. Is the sound still going? Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear me still. Yeah, the sound. So I guess if the sound is gone, then it's probably time to go ahead and wrap up this call or this live. This is the outside. There's a fire over there. There's the movies. And there's a little fire here. That's really nice. I hope you guys can still hear. Oh, it's raining. I'm going to probably have to wrap up. But look at Cheesecake Factory. So yeah, my phone is going to get wet. But yes, I'm in Austin. Tyrone's driver. Okay, you can hear. Awesome. Thanks, Susan. Thanks for the sound check. Yeah, so they're closing the mall. It is 8:30. And like I said, I was just waiting for my son to call me. But this is the Barton Creek Square Mall here in Austin. And I'm under this little cover. Well, it's not really a cover. Yeah, so the phone is going to get wet. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. And like I said, my goal is to do a live every day because it is my goal to get some more talk time on the watch time hours. And every time I do lives, I always get subs. So I appreciate everybody who subscribed to my channel. I hope that you'll continue to follow me. And I hope that my content inspires you. And if you have a channel you're working on and you want me to subscribe to you, please leave your name there. And just keep in mind the comments are not going to be, they're going to kind of disappear after this call or after this live ends. And only the comments that come in after the fact. Well, all right. Hope y'all are having a great evening. And thanks again for joining me on this live. Bye. I'm going to go ahead and end this.